G'day thrill seekers, Shane Watts here, out at Delle. WTF, what is going on? All the trail signs have been put up over here over the years by the group of hardcore enthusiasts who were instrumental in getting all these trails off the ground out here, getting them going, putting them in, all that stuff. Yeah, they've been putting up all the signs to help people find their way around, all that. Well, there's this one clown, anonymous clown, and his band of merry men. They think they're good Samaritans coming out here. Well, they've been coming out here and pulling all these signs down. And this group of off-road enthusiasts have had enough. They've had enough of this guy. It's time to push back. Now here I am at this very close to the gas station at the start of the Rusty Drum and the Cow Connector Trail. One goes left, one goes right, just after you come over the first train crossing line. Now, there's been these signs on the metal posts, the wooden signs, been put up here multiple times. This guy comes out and disrespects, he sabotages the trail. He's just full-on destruction because this, apparently from what he posts on the internet, it affects his emotional experience out here on these trails. It's absolute bullshit. If we go ahead and have a look over in the trees here, in the scrub, we'll see the end result of what his efforts are. And his band of merry men as well. And we know it's not the government agencies because there's the road right there. Right there, that's just the road right there. Here we go, look over there. We'll zoom in, that's the car park over there. A little windy out here today. There's the gas station, you can see the sign of it over there. See the vehicles up on the freeway there. Someone will come here in a moment. But yeah, that's there goes the truck there. Right, you see the freeway. So if it was the government agencies, people, they'd pick up the sign and they'd put it in their truck, righto. So let's go for a wander over here. Here we are. There's the junction right there. The bike. Rusty Drum goes that way. Cow Connect that way. Wander up. Here we go. Check this out. Right here. There's remnants of one of the signs. Yep. Go along over here. A little bit up. There's another one. Look. There's more down over in there. Keep coming along here. And it's just out of hand. This guy is a lunatic. Oh, there's Rusty. There's the metal post. Right there. Yeah, there's more of it. Have a look over here. Yeah, and this has happened multiple times. I'm going to go out, and here's the thing. It's so pervasive. I'm going to go out and show some other spots out here where he's done it as well. And the other, what even gets worse and worse as we get through this video, it's got to the point where he's driven his UTV and made new trail for a UTV up so he can pull these signs down. And now other UTV drivers have driven up there and has made a whole new trail right up into the single track. And you know what happens then? Once those UTV drivers see that stuff, onto the single track, this single track is going to be effed real soon because of this idiot clown. So people out there, some of you guys know who this person is. The group of hardcore off-road riders who've been instrumental in doing all this work out here, they've got a fairly good idea who it is. Right? I know Lauren Thomas from the Facebook group, she knows who it is. Right? But that's not on her, right? But I know that because this clown has been revving her up when she deleted his first post about his ramblings on out here. So she's tried to help the situation, but this idiot has kept on going. And it's got to the point now where the group of riders who have started all this out and doing it for the enjoyment of the rest of these people, like these riders, they didn't hide this, keep it secret. They were very open about letting you all know about it. And this guy is trying to shut it down. You probably also don't know, that is the same guy who came out and erected the BLM signs, the closure signs. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? But that's who it is. Alright, so if you know who it is, tell him to pull his bloody head in before it gets knocked off. Alright, figuratively speaking. Righto. So, alright, let's go we'll head up and we'll go look at some of the other spots and you see how ridiculous this guy's mentality, his efforts are, all because he has been triggered, he's emotionally distraught enjoyment and his emotional well-being of being out here on the dirt bike trails, on the single track. So here we are, a little bit further up the Rusty Drum. Right, this trail straight ahead never used to go straight ahead. There never used to be anything there. It went to the left. Then some warrior went up there and made a whole new trail which bypasses where the single track goes. So then the original group dragged that old truck bed over here, put it here to help keep the integrity of the trail, keep people on the original trail. Well, this clown keeps going, moving that truck bed out of the way, him and his group of other cronies. Got these truck tires there that go ahead and have been put as well to try to keep people on the trail. Now, it doesn't look so bad here. Yeah, more single track, great. But at the other end here, it spreads out wider and it's very inviting for the UTVs. Once again, once they see it, it's on and they're into here and this trail is effed, right? Just because this clown cannot go ahead and leave that where it is to help guide people into the single track as it was previously designed, right? You see on his posts and his responses to other people, how it's all this garbage out here. He's talking about that. That's the garbage and the signs that are being put up, right? Because it affects his ability and his enjoyment whilst out here. It's really selfish take that is, unlike having it for the rest of the people out there, rest of all of the enthusiasts. So let's go on a little bit further. We'll see the next part. So here we are, just a little bit further up. Yeah, all right. Looks maybe not so bad there, but because of that traffic, come along. Look here, UTV's already been onto it. Just up ahead is where it drops back into the single track. Yep, that single track is going to be overridden, going to be infiltrated by the UTVs. All because this guy cannot leave the integrity of the trail alone. He can't resist, or he can't deal with not being triggered by things out on the trail that he doesn't like. All right, now we get up to the real good stuff a little bit further up. Let's come check this out. Righto, getting to the good stuff now. All right, we're about halfway up the Rusty Drum. That's for you guys that have the Onyx or whatever those stupid apps are. All right, you'll know where that Rusty Drum is, but if you don't, you can't follow the bloody signs to get here because this guy's pulling them down. We're about halfway up where the spin cycle, where the starts or ends, depends which way you're going. And it's called the spin cycle because it used to be a washing machine here. It'd been here the whole time. For the years I've been coming out, I've been sitting there. And it was all good. No one did anything with it until this guy started pulling the signs down again and again and again. After someone felt it was necessary to spray paint some arrows on there for where the trail goes. As soon as that was done, that washing machine disappeared. This guy is trying to hide the trails from you. And you even see, after that happened, more signs were put up here that disappeared, right? And a couple of truck tires were put here with some spray paint on it. And you see right here, down beside me, and he's gone ahead and spray painted over that with the same color spray paint that he's used out on the trail for his other rants that he's put up about. So have a look right here. There. You see that was yellow. He spray painted with the brown or the grey over the top. Rolled it out of the way. There's the spin cycle going left to right there. Going, this is the Rusty Drum, keeps going straight. So most people are quite oblivious when they're riding. They just blow right on past. Coming up here, you can even see one of the previous steel posts that was in the ground. He obviously couldn't get it out, so he cut it off. That's how desperate this guy is. And he wants to talk about how those truck tires have been used. Further up, when we get to the other end of the spin cycle, we see he's rolled them out of the way, how they're garbage and all that. But if we go up over here, we just zoom in to that tank over there. There's about 100 truck tires over there. He has no issue with them, right? But he's got issue with this trying to direct all onto the trail. Right, so anyhow, there's the spin cycle, goes that way, goes across that way, over there. We'll go up a bit further. We'll see where more of his destructive. little further up the rusty drum at the other end of the spin cycle loop. Now I put a video up about this loop for 3-4 months ago now. I'll put a link in the description here. You'll see on those videos how the signs were up. Not no more. Alright, so this guy, maybe he thinks this is Magellan or Rand McNally. Maybe that's what his name's called or something like that. Because he might be able to find the trails without any directions and whatever, be able to navigate his way. I've seen many of these others that don't have much of a clue on it. You're pretty challenged, right? So, once again, he's pulled the signs down here. You can see where he's dug a hole. One was right in there. Dug this one around right out there. Alright, so here's the other one. There's one previously there. Dug that hole out. You can see it goes down into it. Alright, and further on over here, once again, more truck tires down over there. Alright, I'm going to roll them back up here. So if you're out here this weekend or in the future, go ahead, look for these truck tires out about here. Alright, and from what I understand, the core group of the riders who've put all the effort in out here of establishing these trails and that, they're going to be on a concerted effort to put all these signs back up again. And they're going to document every time that one gets taken down, one gets destructed, one is destroyed. And they're going to post up about it online. So if this guy wants to bring attention to out here, all right, we're going to bring attention. All right. So, and this guy, he has his heart on about a bit of spray paint out here apparently. Let's have a look over here. Alright, you see all the paint on the rocks there? All that white paint there from all the shooters? They're all there. You can see over the other side. Over the other side, there's paint all over the bloody valley here, mate. Right? I don't see you cracking the shits about that. Don't see you cocking on about that. Don't see you going and painting over that and cleaning that up. Bro. Jeez. This is ridiculous. Further out over there on that rock ledge over there, you see way more paint out over there as well. So anyhow, so that's starting to bring some perspective on what his agenda is. And with his posts online, some of you guys have been giving him accolades, commendations for his efforts. You don't really know who this guy is in terms of what his true agenda is, his narrative. He puts a big old misrepresentation on, oh, I'm doing this great work, I am martyring myself, I am Robin Hood, I am the Great Samaritan here. No, mate, you're out here to be destructive on the trails and make it hard for other people to ride the trails, to find the trails and to enjoy themselves, all because you get triggered by garbage out here that you don't like. Let's go over to the other side here. We'll go check that out. It's just getting more and more ridiculous the further we get into this. Right over on the other side of the valley here now. There's the gas station back over there. The spin cycle over there. The painted rocks over there that we saw last time. And this is the trail on the other side here. You can hardly even see it. This is the one. This is coming back from Sidewinder. People come around here. People are oblivious and they just blow right on through. They don't even see the trail to the left or right if you're coming up. Because it looks like someone's come up and recently done a skiddy here. Right there. It goes off that way. You hardly even see it. Let's stop there. But this right here, there's the hole. Right in there. That's where the sign, the post has been multiple times. Same with that rock there. Right, so it's quite, we'll go this way, quite crazy the efforts this guy's going to. One of the guys in the group told me they were out here looking around, see where their destructed signs were. So you go and walk along the trail, right? And you just follow this guy's wheel marks. Up over the backside there, they found one of the steel posts, right? Again, if this was the federal agencies, one of the federales, they'd take it with them. No, this guy doesn't. Comes on over here, little ravine. There's the trail going down right out the other side. You can see, oh yeah, that's a single track right out over to the other side. We were over there just before. All right, coming along. So they found these signs down over in here. Look at that. Yep. Good work, bro. You're a legend, mate. I really want to mean you're a bit of a dickhead. A lot of a dickhead, right? So, I hope you feel proud of yourself. I know one thing, as a group, as an overall for the dirt bikers and all that, you might have the right to come out here, mate, but you're not welcome anymore, righto? Up there, up on this rock, right there. That's where the steel post is, up there. We'll go for a ride up there, I'll show it to you. Just gotta follow these wheel marks. Right, even though the road's just right down there. There's another group of shooters over here camping out, shooting at their painted rocks just around the corner. Don't see this guy going out and painting over those rocks. Righto, that doesn't trigger him. But when it comes time to go ahead and try to hide the trails from you, well, he's got to be, he's pretty hardcore on being able to do that. He's very diligent. So, right, now we're going to get to where he's just been obnoxious. We'll go around the other side of the valley over the other side of those hills there. Right, so remember, there's probably in total about 100 signs this guy has pulled down. Gone out and purposely pulled them down because it's a triggering mechanism for his mental well-being, his emotional state. So this is where the trail goes along. It's supposed to go up and over the rock ledge there, but so many people going out around. So that's a whole other story. You need to talk about it as in deviating away from the trail. So you need to have some sort of indicator go up and over these rocks here. See, we're going out and around, up over these rocks. Fun little section here. It's only a slow gradient. It's a 3-inch drop on the other side. No worries. Coming around up the hill. Yep. No worries. But there used to be a sign right there, turning that way. But this anonymous douchebag has gone ahead, pulled it down, and now the trail just goes straight on ahead and just keeps on going. The integrity of the trail has been compromised because this guy can't handle a wooden sign out here directing people over there. That's where the trail goes, over there. But now it just keeps going and people miss out on the trail. It just makes it a full-on cluster F out here. Yeah. Well, I hope the group that truly takes care of these trails out here and all that come out and put a sign here, because that's some awesome trail, not only over there, but continuing on. That so many of you guys and girls are missing out on, because the direction is unknown, because this guy can't handle having an emotional breakdown by seeing a sign. But he sure as shit can ride past all the other painted rocks out here and do nothing about it, and all the truck tires and car tires all over the place and all the other rubbish. He has no problem with that. But as soon as it gets to being anywhere near the trail, he has a bloody conniption, has a full-on shit fit. So yeah, wait till we see this next one where he's fully effed it up, and it's gonna, the trail's just gonna, or it's right at the point of turning into a UTV trail. And here's the thing, there's so many other spots out here. This is just a couple. They go on forever and ever. We're not gonna make this one big old long saga here. It's just give them the key points, right? So just to bring full context to what the situation truly is out here. Righto, so this is where it gets real crazy now in these guys' antics. Right, this anonymous a-hole, that's what he is out here. You see there's the road back there. See the road going up. If you zoom in over there. Maybe you can't see. Oh, there it is. Look at that painted, oh, those big old painted rocks over there. There's more around over there. Oh, jeez, look at them. No issue with them suckers. Alright, but here we go. Got this road. Look here. Look at that. Now here, let's look down on my phone here. Alright. It fell over. There it is. We'll get it happening here. Right, I've just come up this road. Where's my finger? I've just come up this road here now. This is where we're sitting. That's the one out to the left, over to the painted rock. Look straight ahead. There's nothing. Nothing up there. And those people who have been riding out here for ages will know this road did not exist a few months ago. You scroll up here a little bit further, right? And the single track's up here. This guy, in his efforts to come pull the signs down, is driven his UTV up here, he'd done it enough times because the signs kept putting up, and he'd go up there, and there's another spot up over there where the signs kept getting pulled down, so obviously someone thought it was important to go ahead and paint the rocks there because the signs kept on disappearing. This guy went so many times, he left a mark, he went on virgin trail, virgin ground, left marks back and forward, and then all the other UTV rider drivers come out and they've hammered it in. It goes right up to the single track, half a mile up there. Good on you, mate. And you try to put yourself off as this martyr, this good Samaritan who's doing the good for all off-road riders. You're fucking it up, mate. That's what you're doing. And now, all that single track, all that awesome single track out there is going to be quieted out, UTV'd out. I'll give it about a year, right? All this awesome stuff right across these hills here. That's because of you, mate, right? Because you had to drive your UTV up here through virgin terrain, and then everyone else saw those wheel marks, and they followed you up. Then we'll go up to the top there. You see everyone digs up there and just turn around. Right where the single track is, just where you turn around, mate. This is absolutely ridiculous. Cannot believe it. I love the misrepresentations you make on your own post about, oh yeah, how you doing this, yeah, and everyone's loving on you. Nah, mate. How about you tell the truth? Tell everyone how you did it. Righto? This is ridiculous. Right? Then it even gets worse after this. So now we're further up. We were down there at that spot there, that junction there. We're up here. No trail. All the way up. That's just rock ledge there that you can see. Right, so no trail. Right on up to here. Right, this guy's burning it in. You can see it right here. Come on up. Others have come up and just turned around. See where these guys' wheel marks are. See right up there on his UTV. Going on up. Because this sign was just right over there. Now we've got other people come up, at least the moto guys are continuing up, but here's the thing. This moto trail, those UTVs, are gonna see it, and you're gonna keep coming on up. Right on up. As we go up a little bit further, we see where the trail junction is. So this is just how ridiculous, how pervasive this guy's intent and his efforts are to keep driving up and back on that virgin terrain to burn in a trail enough for others to then want to go ahead and follow it. And then the destruction of this single track will continue. All right, so good on you, mate. Hope you're proud of yourself. That's the single track goes around out over to the spin cycle. Right on here. There it is there. Goes down and around. Heads out around over that way. Oh, there it is down through there. Alright, plenty of signs you can put up. Right here, probably even find the hole. We look close enough. Down in there. Whatever it is. Maybe that's it there. Nope. Anyhow. So yeah. There was no trail up over there, or no road all the way up there. As far as you can see down, that's as far as it went until this guy went and did his thing. Alright, so yeah, if you know who this guy is, tell him it is time to stop. Time for you to just ride on past the signs at the trail junctions, to leave them alone. If you can't do that, you're not welcome out here anymore. Even though you have the right to come out, you're not welcome. Because all the riders who've put a massive amount of effort into establishing, being integral in the initiation of everything, and maintaining and putting just massive amount of dollars, time, effort into it, and you think you come out and you can just go ahead and do whatever you want, and you go ahead and be totally destructive about it, right? Disrespectful. Yeah, that's not the mindset of a moto rider, of a true enthusiast. That's the mindset of a full-on wanker, and that's what you are, mate. So, alright, so everyone, keep your eyes out for this guy and his band of merry clowns, righto? See who they are, tell them it's time to stop, right? They're not doing any great service for the off-road moto enthusiasts, all you other guys that are out there who have a hard time finding these trails, blow right on past the junctions, everything like that. It's just good to have some signs. Like, does this guy go up AF Canyon and cut down all the signs there, even though every trail junction there is well defined? So easy to follow those trails, but you like to know where the trails are, what ones are, what the names are, and all that. So enough of your post up on the Facebook group, mate, saying about all the garbage out here and all that. No, that's in your own eyes, right? So you can stop that, right? Because here's the thing, this group of riders who are instrumental in all this work out here, they've had enough, right? It's time for you to stop, because they're going to document every sign that goes up, and they're going to bring attention to every sign that gets destructed if that ever happens again. And it'll be brought about publicly. So if you want to bring attention to out here, mate, it's going to happen. Or you can just pull your head in and just get out here, ride along, enjoy your time on the bike, out on the trails, enjoy it, and stop being a full-on wanker. It's time to stop, mate.